Hello guys, you're welcome to my YouTube channel, and today we'll be discussing piano posture. So simply what piano posture is, how you sit at the piano, your sitting position and your hand position. So the learning outcome for this lesson is, first of all, correct sitting position. Then second of all, correct hand position. And then we'll go into the importance of the correct sitting position and the correct hand position. So let's jump right in. So your sitting position, as you can see from the camera on my side, you sit up straight. You don't slouch and you don't protrude your chest like this. You sit straight. You sit straight. You assume a straight position. And then to do that, you need to sit on half the chair. You don't sit, you don't sit back like this. You sit out. Make sure, your bum is on half the chair. And then you have your feet on the floor. It's very important you assume this position so that playing will be effortless. So if you can see me on the piano, you sit. If the way to check if you're sitting straight is to hang down your hand, and you should be able to hang down without any strain. You're sitting down upright. And then, having discussed the sitting position, let's now go into the hand position, because it's important. How you sit is as important as how you position your hand. So first of all, your arm should be hanging down, relaxed from your shoulder. You don't raise your shoulder, and you don't slouch like this. You don't bend like this. You sit up straight and your arm should be hanging down. And then how to put your hands on the keys is that your elbow should be slightly higher than the keys. You can see my elbow is slightly higher than the keys. It makes the fulcrum here, like we're taught in physics, it makes playing effortless. You put down your hand on the keys, and which helps your arm weight technique. You put down your hands on your keys, and the weight is evenly distributed. So you don't raise your shoulder while playing, you put down your shoulder. And you ensure there is no tension on your shoulder, like so. While I'm playing, there is no tension on my shoulder. Right? No tension whatsoever on my shoulder. You can play freely. Now let's go into the importance of the correct sitting position and the correct hand position, which is number one, it helps for efficient and comfortable playing. You can play effortlessly without any strain. The weight from my shoulder is evenly distributed to my elbow and down to my fingers. All right? I'm not playing like this. This will cause strain. You make sure your shoulders are relaxed. And second importance is that it helps prevent you from injury. There's a common injury that pianists have. Tendonitis, I think. It helps prevent you from this injury. You don't injure your muscles, your tendons. If you play in a strained position for a long time, you will injure your muscles. Some people end up not being able to play again. So I ensure I ask you to play with the correct sitting position and the hand position. And the third and final importance is that it helps for long-term progress. If you can see my screen, I've written down this importance on my screen. It helps for long-term process. So the summary is the correct sitting position is foundation to building correct technique and eventually playing well on the long run. All right, I hope this lesson has helped somebody who's starting out at the piano. So I'll see you on the next lesson. Thank you for joining me.